Kia, and if you ever read The Chocolate Touch, this is the thing. Everything he touches chocolate. They can see by Patrick Skene Catlin. No, leave me alone. Everything King Midas touched turned to gold. John Midas had the chocolate touch. It all started when John found this funny old coin. The man at the candy store was found more than glad to trade John a box of chocolate. A box of chocolates for it. And John loved chocolate more than anything else in the world. Or so he thought. At first John was disappointed because inside that big box was just one piece of chocolate. But after he ate it, everything tasted like chocolate. That's when John discovered that his chocolate touch was much more than he began for the chocolate touch. Winner of the Massachusetts Children's Book Award. I just read that. So, winner of the Massachusetts Children's Book Award. So, I got the award. I'm gonna read the chapters to you. I gotta read you my favorite chapter. See the picture of the chocolate touch. Move this paper through. Sorry, y'all. See the picture? See how they stand on the thingy? Look. Got a little bag behind the tree. Keep that one. Showing you the pictures for me until I get to the page. There's words. Wait a minute. Picture. If you need to go to YouTube and put the chocolate touch. Wait a minute. Let me find the page first. Here you go. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. So I'm finna read the test part. This is my funniest part. I like to read to y'all. This is my teacher. Let me read mine to her. I'm reading to you. John hung up his coat, got his notebook and pencil out of his locker, and sat down at his desk at his small table, just in time for his second bell. When Miss Plimsoll walked silently into the classroom, as soon as she appeared in the doorway, all the chattering and scuffling Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. All the chattering and stuffing stopped. The 20 boys and girls sat straight in their chairs and looked It looks great ahead at the clean blackboard. Good morning, children, Miss Plimsoll said. Good morning, Miss Plimsoll, the class answered respectfully. Miss Plimsoll sat at her high desk, blinking her eyes and surveyed the room. Then she opened her drawer and the desk pulled out a spectacles case from which she took her reading glasses. She removed her long distance glasses, put on her short distance glasses, snapped shut the spectacles glasses case, replaced it in the drawer, shut the drawer, titled her head forward. Wait a minute. Cass replaced it on the drawer, shut the drawers, titled her head forward so that she would look over the glasses on her nose and said, This morning, children, we are going to have an important test. There were some groans and a few Miss Plimsoll lifted up one of her hands, and silence was restored. Instantly. No, I'm down here, if you want to know. So I'm going to start from the first part. Miss Plimsoll lifted up one of her hands, and silence and restored it instantly. No complaining, please, she said sternly. This test will show me how well you have learned. How well you have how well you have been learning. Your arithmetic this year, it was short. I am going to write four problems on the board. I'm up here, the board. I shall expect you solve them all swiftly and accurately, and to write your answer neatly. You will place your paper in front of you. Now, you will write your name in the top right-hand corner, and then you will place your pencil beside your paper. Sit back in your chair and wait until I give signals to begin work. Miss Plimsoll turned the blackboard and began chalking the test problems. Tests always made John nervous. Beside his lips were feeling dry, and taste of chocolate was strong in his mouth. He raised his hand. Yes, John, Miss Plimsoll said. Please, may I go get a drink of water? Please, Miss Plimsoll. He asked for a drink of water. He asked for in the small voice. Very well, hurry back. We're going to start in a few minutes. John gratefully stepped out of the room and walked quickly down a quiet corridor to a water fountain. His tongue felt thick and chocolate. The cold water was refreshing. He pressed his foot down on the fountain. His fountain trickled and steamed and clear ice cold water. Oh, y'all. I gotta do this. Squirted up in a silver, noted in a white in the basic. He lowered his head until the jet of the water reached his lips. The cold water splashed delightful against the outside of his mouth. He opened his lips. As soon as the water gushed in, it turned into cold ice cold chocolate water. Then it quickly stopped and flowed. John looked with dismay at the shallow puddle that had formed and was now draining away in the basic of the fountain. He hurried to another fountain, one on the second floor of the building, but there the same thing happened. The clear ice cold water turned into liquid chocolate in his mouth. When John finally got back to his classroom, all the other pupils were bent over their tables, blissfully scratching away. Miss Plimsoll looked up from her book and John tiptoed in. She looked at the clock on the wall, looked back at him, and wagged her finger reprovingly. John began on the first of the four chocolate water he couldn't feel mine on. His work by the time he already started to fourth problem. The other boys and girls already put down their pencils and straightening up and smiling at each other. 2 minutes to go, Miss Plimsoll. Concentrating, hard. John took his end of his pencil between the teeth and began to nibble it. It immediately turned to chocolate. Then he noticed an even more disturbing change all through. He had taken the pencil out. He had taken the pencil out of his mouth as soon as his first piece of chocolate had crumbled off the pencil. Was continued to change the chocolate. The chocolate was slowly but steadily moving down the pencil, replacing the wood, the lead inside, changing into a chocolate pencil. Before John's very eyes, the magic for John now knew that his power must be magic was apparently getting stronger. By the time the whole pencil was changed from red, yellow, and black and dark brown, Miss Plimsoll was announcing that only a few seconds remained to write down the final answer. Just a minute, John pleaded. Shh, Miss Plimsoll continued. Him holding his finger in the mouth. Chores. The slow workers who were becoming almost as excited as John, but show you the picture. See the chocolate boy right here. When I remember when he gonna go to the pool, he gonna touch the water and the water gonna turn chocolate and the girl gonna have chocolate all over the dress and the boy gonna have chocolate all over the face. And the other girl gonna have chocolate all over the face and the other boy. Wait a minute, y'all. Will your eyes just see it? Okay, so this is the last page, 41. So try your best. John felt worst of all. He felt sure that he could finish the problem and write down the correct answer. If only he had something to write with. But Miss Plimsoll, he begged in a louder whisper. My pencil turned to chocolate. How, John? Miss Plimsoll said. I'll speak to you after bell. John tried to write with his changed pencil, but the point was too soft, and he only succeeded in making a chocolate smear where he should have written 72. See the last page? Good. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.